Hey Capricorn, I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, I need to share this because what came through is absolutely beautiful. This reading about the miracle with your name on it, and this golden bridge you are about to cross. I mean, the energy here is just something else. Entirely. So I shuffled the deck thinking about your situation, and the first card that came out is the Three of Cups in Capricorn. When I tell you this card showed up right at the beginning, I actually felt my heart expand a little. The Three of Cups is showing me this celebration energy that is coming into your life, and it is not just any celebration. This is the kind of joy that comes from genuine connection and shared happiness. What I am seeing here is that this miracle you are about to experience is deeply connected to relationships and community. The universe is showing me that you have been walking alone for quite some time, building your empire, focusing on your goals, doing everything by yourself because that is what Capricorns do, right? You just handle everything independently. But this card is telling me that the miracle coming has everything to do with finally having people around you who genuinely celebrate your wins with you. Three of Cups energy speaks to me about collaboration and unity, and I feel like you have been so used to being the strong one, the reliable one, the person everyone leans on but nobody thinks to support. This is changing, Capricorn. The golden bridge you are crossing leads you into a space where reciprocity exists, where people actually show up for you the way you have always shown up for others. I am seeing gatherings, maybe an event or situation where you will be surrounded by people who truly appreciate you. And what strikes me most is the authenticity of this energy. These are not fake friends or people with hidden agendas. These are genuine souls who see your value and want to lift you up. What is beautiful about the Three of Cups appearing first is that it sets the tone for everything else coming through. This miracle is not just material success or a single achievement. It is about experiencing fullness in life, that feeling of being truly connected and understood. You have worked so hard, Capricorn, and sometimes I think you forget that life is also meant to be enjoyed with others, that success feels even sweeter when shared. The universe is literally bringing you people who will make you feel less alone in your journey, and honestly, that is one of the greatest miracles anyone can receive. Now, the second card that showed up is the Five of Wands, and okay, I know this might seem like conflict energy, but hear me out, because in the context of your reading this is actually showing me something really important about your journey. The Five of Wands represents competition and challenge, but what I am picking up here is that these challenges are part of the process that leads you to the golden bridge. You see, Capricorn, you are about to step into a space where there is a lot of movement, a lot of different energies competing for attention, and this might feel chaotic at first. What the universe is showing me through this card is that you are entering a phase where you will need to stand your ground and assert yourself in ways you have not had to before. The miracle coming your name is not just going to fall into your lap without any effort. You are going to have to navigate through some competitive situations, maybe dealing with people who want what you want, or environments where everyone is trying to prove themselves. But here is the thing, Capricorn, you have an advantage that others do not. While everyone else is caught up in the drama and the ego battles, you have the maturity and strategic thinking to rise above it all. The Five of Wands is telling me that some people around you might feel threatened by the success that is coming your way, and they might try to create obstacles or engage you in unnecessary conflicts. But the universe wants you to know that this is all part of the test. This is what qualifies you to cross that golden bridge. Not everyone gets to cross that bridge, Capricorn. Only those who can maintain their composure and focus when surrounded by chaos and distraction. You are being prepared through these challenges to handle the level of success that is coming, because trust me, what is on the other side of that bridge is bigger than anything you have experienced before. I also sense that the Five of Wands is showing internal conflict too, like you might be wrestling with different parts of yourself, different desires or paths you could take. There is this tension between staying in your comfort zone and taking the leap towards something greater. The miracle has your name on it, but you still have to choose it. You still have to be willing to engage with the competition and prove to yourself that you deserve this. The universe is not going to hand you something you do not believe you are worthy of receiving. The third card that came through is the Four of Cups and Capricorn. This one made me pause because it is such a contemplative energy. The Four of Cups shows someone sitting under a tree, arms crossed, looking at three cups in front of them, while a fourth cup is being offered from the universe, but they are not even noticing it. When I see this card in your reading about a miracle, it tells me that you have been in a phase of deep introspection, and maybe even some disillusionment. You have achieved things, you have reached certain goals, but somehow it has not brought you the fulfillment you expected. What I am sensing is that you have been feeling somewhat disconnected or unimpressed with what life has been offering you lately. Maybe you look at your accomplishments and think, okay, I did this. So what? Where's the joy I was supposed to feel? The Four of Cups carries this energy of emotional withdrawal, and I feel like you have been protecting your heart, Capricorn. Maybe you have been disappointed one too many times, and now you are just existing in this space of mild depression or apathy. You are not devastated. You are just kind of numb and going through the motions. Asterisk, but here is where it gets interesting. The Four of Cups also represents that moment right before a breakthrough, when you are so focused on what is not working that you cannot see the new opportunity the universe is trying to hand you. That fourth cup being offered is the miracle Capricorn, and the message here is that you need to lift your gaze. You need to open your awareness to what is actually available to you right now. You have been so caught up in past disappointments and unmet expectations that you are at risk of missing the golden bridge right in front of you. Universe is showing me that this contemplative phase has been necessary. You needed time to process and reevaluate what you really want. But now it is time to snap out of it and pay attention. The miracle is not going to look like what you expected. It is not going to be wrapped in familiar packaging, and that is why you might miss it if you are not careful. You have to be willing to receive something different from what you originally asked for, because sometimes the universe knows better than we do about what will actually make us happy. I also feel like the Four of Cups is telling you to release your attachment to how things should be and open yourself to how things could be. The golden bridge you are about to cross leads to territory you have never explored before, and you cannot enter that space with old expectations and rigid ideas about success and happiness. There is a softening that needs to happen, a willingness to be surprised and delighted by life again. The miracle has your name on it, but you have to choose to see it and receive it now. The fourth card is the Five of Swords, and Capricorn, when this one showed up, I felt the energy shift because this is definitely a card about conflict and defeat, but in your reading, it is showing me something very specific about what you have been through recently. The Five of Swords depicts someone who has won a battle, but at what cost? They are holding swords while others walk away defeated, and there is this hollow victory energy to it. What I am picking up is that you have been through some kind of situation where you had to fight for yourself, where you had to make tough decisions that maybe hurt other people or damaged relationships. The universe is showing me that you have experienced a period where you had to choose yourself over others, and this might have felt brutal or cold, but it was absolutely necessary. The Five of Swords tells me that you walked away from something or someone, and while you know it was the right decision, there is still this lingering feeling of guilt or regret about how things went down. Maybe you had to cut people off, set boundaries that felt harsh, or stand up for yourself in a way that created enemies. This is the energy I am feeling here. What is important about the Five of Swords appearing in your reading about a miracle is that it represents the clearing that had to happen before the blessing could arrive. You see, Capricorn, you could not cross that golden bridge while carrying all those people and situations that were draining your energy. The universe orchestrated circumstances that forced you to choose, and yes, it was painful, and yes, you might feel like the bad guy in someone else's story, but that was the price of admission to your miracle. You had to be willing to be misunderstood and judged in order to protect your peace and create space for what is truly meant for you. Asterisk. The Five of Swords also speaks to me about mental clarity that comes after conflict. You have been through the wars, Capricorn. You have faith. You are not naive anymore. You are not willing to sacrifice yourself for people who would not do the same for you, and this newfound wisdom is actually what qualifies you for the miracle coming. The golden bridge only opens for those who have done the inner work and learned to value themselves enough to walk away from what does not serve them. I sense that there might still be some healing needed around whatever conflicts the Five of Swords represents, but the universe wants you to know that you did what you had to do, and it was right even if it did not feel good. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is to walk away from situations where you are not valued or respected, and that is exactly what you did. The miracle coming is a direct result of you finally choosing yourself and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. Card number 5 is the Knight of Cups. And oh my goodness, Capricorn, this is where the energy really starts to shift into something beautiful and romantic and full of possibility. The Knight of Cups is the dreamer, the romantic, the one who shows up with genuine emotion and offers their heart with sincerity. When I see this card in your reading, I immediately feel like someone is coming into your life. Someone who represents everything you have been hoping for in terms of emotional connection and authentic love. This could be a romantic partner, but it could also represent a creative opportunity or even a part of yourself that you have been suppressing. What strikes me most about the Knight of Cups is the timing of his arrival in your reading. He shows up right after the Five of Swords, which tells me that the universe waited until you cleared out the wrong people before sending in the right one. The Knight of Cups does not do well in chaotic environments full of drama and conflict. He needs a clear path to reach you, and you have created that path by doing the difficult work of setting boundaries and removing toxicity from your life. This is the miracle, Capricorn. This is part of what has your name on it. The Knight of Cups brings an energy of romance and idealism, but what I love about this card is that it is not just fantasy. It is about someone who is willing to back up their words with action. This knight is on a journey. He is moving toward you with intention and purpose, and when he arrives he will offer you something real and meaningful. I feel like you have been so practical and guarded for so long that you have forgotten what it feels like to be swept up in genuine emotion and connection. The universe is sending you an experience that will make you feel alive again, that will remind you why vulnerability is worth the risk. Now this could manifest in different ways depending on where you are in life. If you are single, the Knight of Cups suggests a new romantic interest who will pursue you with sincerity and emotional depth. If you are in a relationship, this could represent a renewal of passion and romance where your partner steps up in a new way. If romance is not your focus right now, the Knight of Cups could be showing up as a creative project or opportunity that you feel emotionally invested in, something that makes your heart sing and reminds you of what you are passionate about. What I am picking up strongly is that the Knight of Cups represents an invitation to open your heart again after a period of emotional withdrawal. The Four of Cups showed you being closed off and contemplative, but the Knight of Cups is asking you to receive what is being offered with an open heart and genuine excitement. This is part of crossing the Golden Bridge, Capricorn. You have to be willing to believe in love and magic and possibility again, even after you have been disappointed or hurt. The miracle cannot reach you if your heart is locked behind walls of cynicism and fear. The sixth card that appeared is the Sixth of Pentacles in Capricorn. This card absolutely confirms that you are entering a phase of receiving blessings and abundance in a major way. The Six of Pentacles shows someone in a position of giving and receiving, balancing the scales of generosity and reciprocity. What I am seeing here is that you are moving into a space where resources flow freely to you and through you, where you experience the beauty of balanced exchange and mutual support. This is directly connected to the miracle and the Golden Bridge, because what you are crossing into is a completely different paradigm of abundance. The Six of Pentacles tells me that you have been the giver for so long, always helping others, always being generous with your time and energy and resources, but not always receiving that same energy back. The universe is showing me that this is changing dramatically. You are entering a phase where you will receive help and support from unexpected places, where people will show up for you in ways that surprise and delight you. This is part of the Three of Cups energy we saw earlier, that sense of community and reciprocity, where everyone contributes and everyone benefits. What I love about the Six of Pentacles in your reading is that it represents sustainable abundance. Not just a one-time windfall, but an ongoing flow of resources and opportunities. I feel like you are being positioned in a place where you have more than enough for yourself and also the ability to continue being generous with others, but from a place of overflow rather than depletion. The Golden Bridge leads you to a reality where you do not have to choose between taking care of yourself and helping others, where abundance is not a finite resource that needs to be hoarded, but a flowing river that nourishes everyone it touches. The Six of Pentacles also speaks to me about recognition and reward for your hard work and dedication. Capricorn, you have been building and striving and pushing forward for so long, often without much acknowledgement or appreciation, and this card tells me that people in positions of power or influence are finally noticing what you bring to the table. I see opportunities for advancement, financial blessings, maybe even offers of support or partnership from people who have resources to share. The miracle has your name on it because you have earned it through your consistent effort and integrity. I also sense that the Six of Pentacles is teaching you an important lesson about receiving. You are so good at giving, Capricorn, so practiced at being the strong one and the provider, but receiving makes you uncomfortable. You feel like you should be able to handle everything yourself, and accepting help feels like weakness or failure. But the universe is showing you that true abundance requires the ability to both give and receive gracefully. That letting others support you is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of wisdom and trust. The Golden Bridge cannot be crossed if you are weighed down by the belief that you have to do everything alone. The seventh card is the Nine of Cups in Capricorn. I actually smiled when this one came out because the Nine of Cups is literally known as the wish fulfillment card, the card that says your deepest desires are about to manifest. This is confirmation that the miracle we have been talking about is absolutely real, and it is coming in fast. The Nine of Cups shows someone sitting contentedly in front of 9 cups arranged in an arc behind them, representing emotional satisfaction and the attainment of what you have been hoping for. This is pure wish fulfillment energy, and in your reading, it is telling me that you are about to get what you asked for. What strikes me about the Nine of Cups appearing here is that it comes after all the challenges and conflicts we saw in earlier cards. After the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords and the contemplative energy of the Four of Cups. This tells me that your wishes are manifesting specifically because you went through those difficult experiences and learned the lessons they had to teach you. The universe could not give you the Nine of Cups blessings when you were still entangled in toxic situations or closed off emotionally or fighting battles that were not yours to fight. But now that you have done the work and cleared the path, the floodgates are opening. The Nine of Cups represents deep emotional fulfillment and contentment that comes from within. This is not about external validation or achievements that look good to other people. This is about you feeling genuinely satisfied and happy with your life. I am picking up that you are about to experience a level of inner peace and joy that you have not felt in a very long time, maybe ever. The miracle is not just about what happens outside of you, but what shifts inside of you. This sense of finally being enough, finally having enough, finally feeling like you can relax and enjoy life, instead of constantly striving and pushing for more. I feel like the Nine of Cups is showing me that your wishes manifest in unexpected ways. The universe delivers what you need rather than what you think you want, and you end up being even more satisfied than you imagined. There is this sense of pleasant surprise with the Nine of Cups. Like you get what you wished for, plus things you did not even know to wish for. The Golden Bridge leads you to it, the reality that exceeds your expectations and restores your faith in the benevolence of the universe. What I also love about the Nine of Cups is that it represents the kind of happiness that is not dependent on other people or external circumstances. Yes, you will receive blessings and miracles from outside yourself. The eighth card that came through is the Six of Wands in Capricorn. This is pure victory and recognition energy. The Six of Wands shows someone riding through a crowd on horseback, holding a wand with a victory wreath, being celebrated and acknowledged by the people around them. This is public success and acclaim. This is your moment to shine and be seen for all that you have accomplished. When I see this card in your reading about a miracle, it tells me that you are about to experience a level of success and recognition that will be impossible to hide. The title of your reading says you will not be able to hide your emotion, and the Six of Wands is showing me why. What I am picking up is that something you have been working on, maybe for a very long time, is about to reach a point of public acknowledgement and success. This could be a project, a business venture, a creative work, or even just you finally being recognized in your career or community for the value you bring. The Six of Wands does not show up for small wins. This is major success that other people notice and celebrate. You are going to have your moment, Capricorn, and it is going to feel amazing after all the hard work and struggle and times when you felt invisible or unappreciated. The Six of Wands appearing after the Nine of Cups is significant because it shows that your internal fulfillment manifests as external success. When you finally feel good about yourself and confident in your worth, that energy attracts recognition and opportunities from the outside world. People can sense when someone has that inner victory and contentment, and they are naturally drawn to support and celebrate that person. This is why the miracle could not come when you were still in the energy of conflict and doubt. The universe waited until you were in alignment before sending the recognition and success. I feel like the Six of Wands is showing me that you will be somewhat surprised by the level of attention and praise you receive. You are not someone who seeks the spotlight, Capricorn. You are more comfortable working behind the scenes and letting your results speak for themselves. But the universe is saying, nope, this time you are going to be from a new level of emotional fulfillment and creative expression that you have never experienced before. The Golden Bridge leads somewhere you have never been, and the Page of Cups is your guide into that new territory. So, Capricorn, let me bring this all together for you, because what came through in these 10 cards is truly extraordinary. You are standing at the threshold of a miracle that has been specifically designed for you by the universe. The Three of Cups showed you that this miracle involves community and genuine connection with people who celebrate you. The Five of Wands revealed that you had to navigate through competition and chaos to earn your place on the Golden Bridge. The Four of Cups reminded you to lift your gaze and notice the opportunities being offered, instead of staying stuck in old disappointments. The Five of Swords showed the necessary battles and difficult choices. You had to make too clear space for the blessing. The Knight of Cups brought news of emotional offerings and romantic possibilities that make your heart sing. The Six of Pentacles confirmed that abundance and reciprocity are flowing to you in unprecedented ways. The Nine of Cups delivered the promise of wish fulfillment and deep contentment. The Six of Wands guaranteed public recognition and victory that you cannot hide. The King of Wands called you to embody your full power and step into leadership. And the Page of Cups invited you to receive it all with the wonder and openness of a child. This Golden Bridge you are crossing, Capricorn, is not just a metaphor. It is an actual energetic shift that is happening in your life right now. You are moving from one paradigm of reality into another, from struggle and isolation into flow and connection, from doubt and limitation into confidence and abundance. The miracle has your name on it because you earned it through your persistence and integrity and willingness to grow. You will not be able to hide your emotions, because what is coming is so beautiful and unexpected that it will crack open your carefully controlled exterior and let the joy and relief and gratitude pour out. I want you to know that you are so worthy of everything good that is coming to you. You have carried heavy burdens for so long and maintained your dignity and commitment to doing the right thing even when it cost you. The universe sees you, Capricorn. The universe knows what you have been through and what you have sacrificed, and now it is time for you to receive the rewards. Trust the process. Stay open to surprises. Let yourself feel whatever emotions arise, and walk across that golden bridge with your head held high. Your miracle is waiting on the other side, and it is more magnificent than you can imagine. The cards have spoken, Capricorn, and their message is clear. Your time has come. The golden bridge is before you. The miracle has your name written all over it, and you absolutely will not be able to hide the emotions that flood through you when everything you have been hoping for finally manifests into your reality.